Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. How you doing? Q&A today. Your questions are all great. I get a ton, so I only do obviously a handful at a time. If your question is not answered, it's either because something similar was asked and you'll hear probably your answer, or I just couldn't get to it. Or actually it's a great question and needs to be a bigger video, which some of them are. So, without further ado, it's still smoky here today. I'm like itchy and not that that has anything to do with that, but in my head it does. My headpiece, good. Okay, question 1. Are chemical/retinol exfoliants as powerful as physical ones, or is it the other way around? Great question. So, okay, she said more powerful. I was going to say, you can look at it two ways, where people who are going to say a scrub is more aggressive, because also it requires a user to participate in the scrubbing action, and sometimes people can go too hard, and so it's not more powerful, it's more aggravating and irritating on the skin. But no, an acid for sure is going to be a much more powerful exfoliator. It can go deeper. First and foremost, it can go deeper. Acids can go deeper, especially something like a glycolic that can go really deep. But even lactic, salicylic, tartaric, malic, etc. You're not only exfoliating the dead cells on the surface, you're going deeper down in the skin, helping to stimulate fibroblast cells, helping to, and hopefully producing collagen and elastin and creating that firmer, healthier skin, plus giving a glow. Where a scrub is just topical. And I'm not anti-scrub. Some people are anti-scrub. If you go gentle and have a gentle scrub with beads that are rounded and smooth and not going to scratch, you can help a lot of textural issues with a scrub. There's great products like Exfoliate out there that are a physical and chemical exfoliant mix, so you get a little bit of that buffer on the surface, and then you have the acids and enzymes to go a little bit deeper. So to answer your question, acids are more powerful, but I think people would see a scrub being more aggressive, which isn't necessarily more powerful, but just to clarify that. Oh, okay, and the way I did this, it was like very stupid, so we'll get there. This person asked, they just said, talk about pores and cleaning. You guys all love your pores. Cleanse. So I actually did a double cleanse video this month, so I'm going to immediately refer you back to that because I touch on a lot of things there with that. But cleansing, it is the most important thing for me outside of SPF for your skin and for skin health. Caroline Hirons knows it's one of the most important things. Nara Joy says it's 50% of your routine, which I love and I totally agree with, because if you set it up and start it wrong, everything else is going to work incorrectly. If you sort of strip the skin has surface dryness, products can't get in, oil can't get out. So you need to really know your skin type and skin condition, and then from there you need to find the right cleanser for your skin type and skin condition. Is it a non-foaming water-soluble gel cleanser? Is it an oil cleanser? Is it a balm cleanser? Is it a gel to oil cleanser? Is it a milk cleanser? Is it a foaming cleanser, which people who are true to oily skin, and oily, so no dehydration, really no sensitivities, can get away with a light foaming cleanser. So start there, and you're gonna wanna use it every single morning, unless you're really, really dry, and every single evening, possibly twice every single evening. And it needs to be more than, and of course, the amount of time you have is the amount of time you have. So if you can't, there's people screaming, there must be a sports game. The amount of time you have is the amount of time you have. So if you have 30 seconds, you're gonna spend 30 seconds. If you can spend more time in your routine, spend it on cleansing and spend it on massaging the cleanser in, really breaking down dirt, oil, grime, debris. Use something great like a microfiber washcloth or even a regular washcloth. It's gonna get more than your hands physically can get. Don't, again, scrub, but go in, lift up everything. Microfiber specifically acts like a magnet. That's why I said that, so you're gonna get a really deep clean. And remember too, by keeping the skin sort of on the like drier side is going to harden blackheads. So, you know, the thing with Nerida, she always talks about that surface dryness and it's trapping oil underneath, which just creates this sort of hardened waxy deposits that can't get out. So a lot of people think like cleanse and strip and cleanse and strip and cleanse and strip, and that's going to be the answer to clearing up pores. It's not. You want a really gentle cleanser where you have this sort of soft, pliable slate where oil can get out, products can get in, and then everything's just happy. But spend time cleansing, massaging. Most importantly, find the right cleanser for your skin type and skin condition. Next question. That was not a question. Nor was that. Okay, so someone asked, can you touch on weight gain / loss and how this affects the elasticity of the skin? So as you know, if you ever had a weight gain and then had a weight loss, and specifically extremes and quickly, you notice that there's excess, there can be excess skin, there can be a sagging of skin. You're sort of like, you have, in essence, stretched the skin a bit, which obviously, like anything, if you fill it up more and more and more, it stretches. And then it sort of lives in that place for a while. And then if you obviously lose weight quickly, it's going to come back down, but that skin is going to have stretch, so it's actually not going to fit on sort of the structure of everything. So you have, you know, your epidermal layer, your dermal layer, and then you have like the subcutaneous like fat tissue. So again, once that starts depleting, that's going to sort of sit on that. So you need it to be healthy. And the way to really deal with this is acids and retinols. And of course, don't go crazy where you're breaking your barrier down, but you want to be constantly stimulating your fibroblast cells. So if you are currently on a plan where you want to lose some weight, keep the skin really healthy from the inside out. Antioxidants, vitamin C, water, omega-3s, salmon, avocado, your fatty acids, keeping the skin sort of plump and juicy and hydrated from within, and then topically your acids and your retinols, and of course your SPF. That way you are going to be stimulating fibroblast cells at every sort of turn, and creating that thicker, healthier dermal layer, and giving skin sort of a bounce back response. And then sunscreen, obviously, which is just good in general, but that's going to stop the breakdown of collagen. And then you're keeping the skin juicy from the inside out. There is still a possibility that you will still have some loss of elasticity, but you're going to have it much better in check if you have those things in place, which those things should be in place anyway for, you know, a really good, healthy skin. But if you're sort of going to that place and you really want to protect your skin, that's the way to do it. Omegas, essential fatty acids, hydration inside out, olive oil, water, lemon water, salmon, avocado, vitamin C, antioxidants. Topically, you have your SPF, you have your acids, you have your retinol, even something like a vitamin C and antioxidant that's going to protect, and it's also really going to be sort of your insurance policy. Same person asked, can you discuss the, and please, excuse me, I feel like it's gua sha, and the face roller craze. Is it helpful? Is there any way it's better than just using your hands for facial massage? So I have never, I've had gua sha done to myself. I've not been trained in it. I have not learned it. Obviously with facial rolling, you don't need to be trained in it. However, I am certified in facial manual lymphatic drainage massage. So that instrument, to me, I apply with that training, and that goes hand in hand, which is why I did a video on it too, talking, which again, if you have not seen that video, I did a video on jade rolling. But going from the inside out, you want to drain watershed lines. You want to drain inside out. Same over here. But I like jade rolling for a few things. The stone itself is going to stay cold. You can put it in the freezer. But that is going to help with constricting blood vessels. I see more times than not tons of heat in the skin and redness and distended capillaries, my own skin too. And so that's a great way to sort of help that along and give some temporary relief. However, because it is so light and you're not going to be pressing, that lightness is going to help with lymphatic drainage. The lymph vessels are right under the surface of the skin. So if you're pressing too hard, you're sort of bypassing them. So you need that light action to help with lymphatic drainage. It also is great because it's helping you get the product into the skin. Your hands are great too. 45 minutes of an hour facial with me is massage with my hands. So, but I also use facial rollers at the end. So don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's a little bit different because you're not really going to be doing manual lymphatic drainage with your hands on yourself. The jade rollers, besides the constricting of the blood vessel, cooling the skin, and just feeling really good, helps with manual lymphatic drainage as well. Okay. All right, moving on, and again, the thing just moves all over the place, so here we are. Okay, that I answered already because that was personal. Now this is one that I actually have not had happen, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pose this question to you guys and you can talk about it down below. But this person asked if any of your clients had hair around their temples turn orange with the use of skincare serums, how can you get rid of it? I have not personally. I use the Rejuvi flavonoid as part of my facial treatment on some clients, which can stain a bit, but it goes away, and it's not, of course, their hair's wrapped up, so I'm not getting into their hair. It stains my towels, but then when I wash their towels. So I have not had anything like that stain hair. This person thinks it's specifically a certain vitamin C serum. But interesting conversation. If you've had that, let's talk about it down below. I'm saying like I have not. I met my clients. Obviously, I have not. But I can see how that can be a case. Like with the flavonoid complex, it can stain with things like astaxanthin, which is a great antioxidant. It can stain. It's like CoQ10. It can stain. It can stain. It should be temporary, so it should go away, but it can stain. But what was the coffee talk thing on SNL with Mike Myers? I'll give you a topic, discuss. There's your topic. That was bad. Okay, moving on. No. No. Oh no, that's a shipping question. Okay, somebody said best SPFs out there for blemish-prone skin. This is a hard one because it's very personal. I did a video on SPFs again, so I'm going to say look at that video first because I talk about a lot of my favorites that are still my favorites. Blemish-prone skin is really hard because if it's a true oily blemish-prone skin, I personally go in the direction of a chemical SPF. It's lighter usually, it's not thick and sticky, and I find it gets in better bases, lighter oil-free bases. However, I find that skin that possibly breaks out from irritation, from inflammation, from sensitivities is going to react to that 100%. And then I would go more in the direction of a mineral sunscreen, obviously calming and well, not calming and soothing, but being more gentle on the skin. With that being said, I would actually point you in the direction of Supergoop. I'm currently using, which I've never been able to really use an all-chemical sunscreen, but Supergoop Everyday SPF 50. It's oil-free. It's been like my best friend all summer. I've had no issues with it. They also have, and I always get the name wrong, it's their mineral sunscreen. And there is one little chemical in there, chemical sunscreen, but it's mainly zinc. It's non-whitening. It wears well. I feel like I need a little more hydration than it gives, but I really do like it. Both of those I would suggest. Again, I'm suggesting this. I don't know if you can get them everywhere. I saw the European address on the back of Supergoop, so if they're not already there, they're planning to be, so fingers crossed, look online. But I would go there. It's also a company that specializes in SPF, which is nice. All right, so I would put you in that category. No. Sorry, I'm saying no because I'm looking at these and they're not really like actual, well, they're not questions at all. They're a separate thing. Best chemical exfoliants for dry skin. No particular brands, but what ingredients to look for, what to avoid, etc. Okay, so this is interesting. I would right off the bat say lactic acid. specifically just lactic acid. It is a larger molecule, so it's going to be a great acid exfoliator. It is going to do the job, but it's not going to be as harsh on the skin. It also has moisture retention qualities. So if you apply something else after it, it's going to help bring that down, hydrate, moisturize the skin. So that's lovely. Most people get on with it fine. So it's sort of like a no-brainer. It's easy to find. It's not that specialized or unique. It might be, you know, hard to find the formulation that works for you, but in terms of finding the ingredient, it's not going to be that hard. So I would honestly say just lactic acid. Now, I know there are people who would say, well, glycolic, because glycolic is a smaller molecule and it can go deeper into the skin and sort of get down and really do that work. And with a dry skin, you have a lot of the dry dead cells, and you really want to exfoliate and remove that and create that smoother skin. Okay, which yes, but I personally wouldn't start there. I would start lactic. I can see where they're coming from with that, but yeah, I would start lactic. I just wanted to add that in to say that there's other options, but just personally lactic. Okay. Okay, I'll try to do this one quickly because I started doing it in my head and it got like so long-winded. What's a good skincare routine for when you swim 3 times per week? Which includes lactic acid, retinol, and vitamin C. Does a routine exist for this? Well, yes, first and foremost, if you're swimming 3 times per week, when you were swimming, well, first of all, besides that, with all those other things being used, I'll just set it for you really easily. Vitamin C AM, alternate your retinols and acids in the PM, and they don't have to be every day. You can skip a day, but just acid, maybe skip a day then retinol, maybe skip a day then acid. You get the point. So you end up doing like maybe 2 retinols, 2 acids a week or less. And remember, don't over exfoliate. The skin is naturally exfoliating itself always. And then vitamin C during the day. So that's an easy way there that won't really affect your swimming routine. If you get up in the morning and are swimming, maybe rinse with water, but you don't really need to. You could just take a shower, but you don't need to do a full cleanse and then a full routine before you're going to the gym. But maybe something like rinse with water, take a warm wet washcloth, remove stuff, and then put on a layer of oil before you go into the pool, like maybe hydration serum, hydrate, and then an oil, just to protect the skin. And then do a full routine after that, again, having your vitamin C in there, and then at night alternate your acids or retinols. That is how I would do it. No need to over cleanse if you're getting in the pool, like I said, so you could just start with a warm wet washcloth, protective layers, swim, then do your full routine, and then do your routine at night. Let's see, let's do like 1 or 2 more. Oh, I like this. How often do you suggest replacing, ordering new white face towels? This person was talking about the microfiber cloths, which I will speak to specifically. It really depends. Some of them take a beating because of the amounts of makeup and SPF and how often they're using them, and if they're using them every single time, and if they're washing them, which you should be really. But they last like a good while, and even though they don't have like the same appearance and or feel as a new one, they last a while. I mean, if you were doing it, let's say you're using 1 a day, and you have a pack of 7, so you're getting 1 a week. So you're using 1 each week. 6 months would be dramatic, but I'm just going based on like usage and really aggressive usage that I would say like, and washing it then after each single use. 6 months maybe, and play by ear. They're gonna look worse than they actually are just because of makeup and going through the washer and dryer, but they're still gonna have the lovely quality and feeling. So that's just what I would say. And lastly, we have we want to know what's coming next for Jordan Samuel Skin. Well, a lot. We are currently EU certification process, which takes a while. And I'll do a lot of videos about that as we get closer. Because you're gonna see some formulas tweaked and some formulas that aren't changed, but due to EU law and the way you have to list ingredients will look different. For instance, the treatment cleanser is not touched at all. It's like past everything and yay, but the ingredient list looks a little bit different. Order of things, something, I'll go into this, but we'll talk about that. But that showed you some newness from JSS. You know, just some things. Then I have other things in the pipeline too. But, you know, basically what we're doing right now is working on just getting like perfect quality control where the batches are consistent and everything is like really same and really same. Really the same and really great and really top quality. And working on getting you the products as quick as we can, as affordable as we can, and getting our reach out across the world. It's not as easy as we would like it to be, of course. You know, when people are like, sell in Canada, I'm like, yes, I wish it was that. I wish it was just sell in Canada. And it is, but we want to go other, so that is new, will be new for JSS over the next year, 2, 3, and new goodies, but I know you're gonna try to pause that video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I know I have like 600 more questions to get to, which I will probably use for next month. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you enjoying the products. I appreciate you telling everybody about the products. Being a direct-to-consumer brand, word of mouth is so important, and I do not take it lightly. Thank you all so much. I hope you had a lovely September. I hope you have an even better October. Can you believe it? I'm saying this now, it's in August, but then I'm thinking, oh my God, we're gonna be at this time and it's gonna be like almost Thanksgiving. What? Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the black JS circle down below so we can stay in contact and keep talking. To watch more videos, you can click on the link here, or possibly here. Thanks for watching. Bye.